Mrs. Honeydew. We are on our homestead, deep in the mountains of North Idaho, and we've been dealing with a bunch of challenges as of late. I mean, it's a couple, last night or night before, it got 7 below zero up here. And
there's been a lot of that, you guys.
A lot of that. Just north of us in...
I'm sure you guys went through the cold spell, too.
Yeah, just north of us and across the border, just because the way of the geography and the way the jet stream in the air was moving. I mean, what was that town?
Pullman?
Yeah, Pullman. Just north of us. Pullman got 40 below zero. It was crazy. And with the wind chill, it was, 20-something below zero. It was everything I could do to just keep this place, 50, 55 degrees. I mean, I had this stove just red hot. I would stuff it full every half hour. And, but you know what? It really did save us. Because a normal stove would not have done that.
No. Oh.
And so, babe, can we show them something really cool? Our underground animal shelter? I know it's cold out there. I'm sorry. No. Anyways.
You guys want to see an underground chicken coop?
And that was another thing. It got like 2 or 3 below zero the night before that, and we had chickens that were not doing good. And so we were frantically figuring out what we were going to do with them. I had built Mrs. Honeydew an underground root cellar, 10-foot diameter, and I developed a retaining wall system. We're going to do a PDF on it. It is freaking awesome. It's pretty intricate. It has drain rock, French drains, so, it'll never fill with water or anything, but it is awesome. And we were like, we got to save our chickens. And guess what? As soon as we put them in there, they started laying eggs again. It's like, and even chickens that had never laid eggs started laying eggs. So we need to do a video, how to keep your chickens producing in below zero weather, in the Rocky Mountains or something.
Right. So Jeff Krupke says hi. Jason says Merry Christmas, guys. Julie says Merry Christmas. Jason says sorry. A huge lag. Merry Christmas. Jess says show and tell. Merry Christmas from Lower Alabama. Jason says, I remember night of negative 35 when leaving the, come on, go down. The INEL without wind chill. Yeah. Isn't that insane how cold it can be?
Yeah, the INEL is about 50 miles west of Idaho Falls. And yeah, it's crazy.
Connection.
Is the light?
Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're back again.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
So sorry, guys. We lost connection.
Hello, Merry Christmas from Navy Mate in Alabama. So glad you're all back. Glad you guys are all back and everything's good. Jason says, I am going to try and build a shed thanks to you guys. Awesome, Jason.
That's awesome.
All right. So did you want to show them the chicken coop then?
It's kind of cool because I was just so excited. Miss Honeydew came and she goes, guess what? We got our first brown eggs. We've been getting some white and some green and stuff like that. But chickens that had never produced. And we're like in the middle of freaking winter. We move them into their happy place in an underground shelter and ba-bam.
Right?
Crazy. Yeah. Let's show them.
19 in Mobile last night. Oh, wow. That's so cold, Tubular. Wow, nice to see you again. Cool, underground genius. Got down to negative 20, but no or very little wind. Oh, good job. I mean, cold.
So there was a cold spell.
There was.
All the way across
the
Pacific and the mid and eastern north.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole jet.
Ken Nielsen says, love you and Merry Christmas to my favorite honey dude and duet. That's awesome. All right, you ready to get the door?
Hold on, baby.
Oh, you have my coat right here. I was thinking I was going to be cold.
No. I'll let you be cold.
Awesome. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head outside. Oh, don't see that mess. Our pile of junk.
Yeah, never mind the junk. Hey, you want to show them our front door? Back up just a little.
Our deer handles.
Yeah. And I have, this is how you open it. That's how you shut it.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Right there. You see that blue tarp? That's where we're headed.
So come about here and give them a straight on shot of it. We weren't even done with it. So
Can you see that? That's our chicken coop.
Yeah.
Hey, chicken. How you guys doing? You guys see that? There's some here.
Oh, look at the little ones over on the
And then we got some new ones over here. And so we have a little separation until they get to know each other pretty good. You gonna come say hi? Saying hi? See you guys? All right, you want to say anything before we go back out, Dar?
Well, hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. So I developed a retaining wall system. This is a 10-foot diameter structure with a 9-foot ceiling. And I'm going to do a PDF on it because it's so cool. We're going to do multiple animal shelters that are just in the mountain underground. My daughter, obviously Mrs. Honeydew wants a root cellar. My daughter wants a hobbit house. It's pretty intricate because I was meaning this to be Mrs. Honeydew's root cellar. So, you know, there's coarse rock and French drains and drainage under it. And we've got to shoot the walls with my stucco mate and pour a concrete floor. But it's a pretty awesome deal. And we'll make some other ones for the chickens and for goats and whatever animals we decide to have up here on our homestead. But anyways, it's just something that I thought was cool. It kind of saved us in the way that we had a chicken die. It was really sad.
Oh, we're still back.
Oh, we're still.
We're having trouble with that.
Anyways, we thought you guys might think it was kind of cool. Some of the projects we've been working on.
That view, boy. I said boys because I'm used to my little boys, but yeah, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah, that's the view down the mountain and across the mountain range up here where we're at. So, but guys, we don't have insulation in our house. Turn around and show our house. You know, it's just OSB board with no insulation. It's crazy how good that rocket stove is. You know, one of the things I wanted to do was Greg Walker. He was one of the first alumni. We were up at in Colorado at Aircrete Harry's, and he goes, you know what, Darwin? He goes, Aircrete Harry is the real deal. He's investing in all these tools and stuff to make this Epicrete, and you know what? I wanted to be the real deal with Aircrete and with the rocket stove. I didn't just want to be some guy who built one and said, yeah, it'll work. You can do it. I wanted to be the guy that lived in an Aircrete house with my rocket stove, and I could say, this thing is awesome. And, well, it is, so.
All right, let's head back in. All right, so bounty and stuff. Yeah, put it back up here. And there we go. Let's see if we got any more messages.
Okay. I'm sorry about the disconnection and the reconnection. You know, we are up here in the middle of nowhere.
Love you. Merry Christmas to my okay, we read that one. Jeff says back to the 40s in a day or two. I'm hoping. Tubular says ready. Look, it's like the door of my shed. Looks. And Jeff says it's a rammed earth tires. Is it rammed earth tires? Nope. It's just.
No, it's a different type of retaining wall system. It only cost us a one-day rental of an excavator, and the retaining system that I put together was like $300. So, I mean, that is a cheap underground 10-foot round, 9-foot ceiling root cellar. Really cheap, and it works great.
Tubular says Hobbit coop. Dan says Merry Christmas. Richard says nothing like fresh eggs, right?
Right.
Tubular says really nice, and it's buffering. Yeah, sorry about that. We got a little far from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Bad streaming from underground. I bet so. Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys. I hope you.
Hello, Merry Christmas from Uncle Paul. Darwin walks the talk.
That's kind of what yeah, that's the point I was trying to get across. That's for dang sure. You know, and Mrs. Honeydew's like, I want a root cellar, so I just think of a way to make her a root cellar that's within our budget.
It is 50 below here in the northwest Minnesota.
Wow.
That is freaking cold. You need a rocket stove.
I think the jet stream goes
Hurry, finish the book. She needs a rocket.
Pacific Northwest. Yeah, okay. Let's get her done.
Yeah. Jason says, I have to go. Please thank your kids and your dad for letting us see how you put your house skin together quickly. Awesome. Have a great day, Jason. Jeff says, like Cutco knives are the best on earth, but you don't know it till you use them. Right?
Right.
Jason says, I'll watch this later. Sweet dreams and enjoy the view. Thank you, Jason. Uncle Paul says, I like your wife, man.
I like her too.
Awesome. All right. Anything else you want to say before we go?
No, we wanted to do something just to show you guys something cool. A project that we had done that kind of saved us in this particular cold spell that we were in. I mean, the rocket stove saved us, but we'd been working on some underground animal structures and root cellars and smoke houses, whatever you want to make out of them. I even buried a 2,500-gallon cistern in one of these things. So, you know, for water storage, it's a cool system, and it can be done really cheaply and for, you know, by anybody. But that being said, we just Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And we really appreciate you guys and your support, and we're hoping to get going a little bit faster, but when you're just in the middle of trying to survive cold spells and do stuff, wrenches get thrown in the way. And so we appreciate your patience, and we love you, and
Merry Christmas.
Merry
you
Christmas.
guys. Have a great day.
My USA is backwards.